Why read Wodehouse? One reads Wodehouse for two main reasons and one minor reason. To wit, Wodehouse is a master of the English language. Read him out loud and improve your own mastery of English. Woodbridge separates the sheep from the goats. If your prospective spouse does not appreciate Wodehouse, a happy marriage is unlikely. Finally, one reads Wodehouse because his works are hilarious. I'll prove it to you by quoting bits of Wodehouse from Murphy's book, which I just acquired last weekend from the Wodehouse convention. When you marry Sally, grab a chump. Tap his forehead first, and if it rings solid, don't hesitate. All the unhappy marriages come from the husband having brains. What good are brains to a man? They only unsettle him. There was a confusion of ideas between him and one of the lions he was hunting in Kenya that had caused A.B. Spotsworth to make the obituary column. He thought the lion was bit dead, and the lion thought it wasn't. Into the face of the young man who sat on the terrace at the Hotel Magnifique at Cannes, there had crept a look of furtive shame, the shifty, hangdog look which announces that an Englishman is about to talk French. She melted quite perceptibly. She did not cease to look like a basilisk, but she began to look like a basilisk who has had a good lunch. So as you can see, they don't come much riper than this. All told, Wodehouse wrote 100 books and short stories. He also wrote lyrics for comic theater, especially in the 20s and 30s, that revolutionized the art of theater back then. He also did readings from his book, broadcasts, and so forth, some of which got him into trouble during World War II. But what he is mainly known for are first school and golf stories, then his main work, Blanding's Castle, and Jeeves and Wooster. Now, both of these have been turned into various films by various film companies. There was a 2-season television series in England not too long ago. You can find it on Acorn. And on YouTube, you can find Jeeves and Wooster. Also available on YouTube is the BBC's 1995 production of the book Heavy Weather, which is frankly quite hilarious, and I know you'll enjoy it. It's available as a movie on YouTube, and I strongly encourage you to take a look at it. Peter O'Toole's in it. Links will be available below in the description box. But now we must continue with more quotations. He and Rosie had always been like a couple of turtle doves, but he knew only too well that when the conditions are right, a female turtle dove can express herself with a vigor a Caribbean hurricane might envy. Hypatia, like all girls who intend to be good wives, made it a practice to look upon any suggestions thrown out by her future lord and master as fatuous and futile. Really, you've got to read this stuff. I killed him with my niblick, said Celia. I nodded. If the thing was to be done at all, it was unquestionably a niblick shot. A short, stout, comfortable man of middle age, and the thing that struck me first about him was the extraordinary childlike candor of his eyes. They were large, round, and honest. I would have bought oil stock from him without a tremor. share and subscribe, and please become a Patreon. Thank you for watching.